Welcome back, fellow duplicants of the world. Unite! Yes, so, I mean, we're all really duplicants, aren't we? We're all kind of duplicants. Rather than being cloned through a machine process, we've been cloned through a biological process. Isn't that something interesting to think about? Anyway, in this episode, I'm very, very hopeful that we're going to bash through a good amount of a good amount of stuff, actually. First things first, we want to get the bedrooms on the inside of the base sorted. We're going to get the lovely comfy beds for everyone so that we're absolutely going to placate any stress issues that may arise. Also, we're going to be... What the heck is going on over here? We're going to be pumping some delicious, lovely polluted oxygen into this area. So that's going to go nice and easily, I very much hope. And then I'm also hoping that you know, we can manage to finish off a few little bits of ongoing construction. I want to... Ooh, okay. This is a bit of an issue. This is a bit of an issue. Because as you can see... we want to get the water because the water is not quite... The water is a fine temperature. It's everything else around it, which is a problematically high temperature. Okay, so we're gonna deal with this. We're gonna get as much water as we possibly can out of this area. I do want to try and finish off our purification zone. I've set this all to be mopped up. We're waiting for all of the radiant pipes to be constructed, but I'm not super bothered about the timescale within which that comes together. Let's have a little look. Have we got the opportunity to pick up a slickster? No, we indeed do not. So I'm not going to do that. You really need to be down here at the bottom of the world. That's for sure. Okay, yes, we want to start using plastic. We want to start putting absolutely everything into the plastic. Or we want to start making absolutely everything out of plastic. I want to make sure that everything is upgraded properly, and we have a genuinely nice and exciting little living space for all of our dupes. Okay, so the research is coming along nicely. Fine art is finished. High culture is going to be finished as well. The monument base builds the bottom section of a great monument. Okay, apparently that's a thing that we can do. Also, thank you very much for the suggestion of smart batteries. That is, of course, what I can use to control the power output of the pump. You know what I'm talking about? Not the pump. This thing, the natural gas generator. Yes. If we get a smart battery somewhere along the way, then that means that we can control the power output with the automation wires, which is actually something that I want to do. So we're going to try and do that. Okay, blank canvas. I do want to get blank canvases in all of the bedrooms because the bedrooms, the proper bedrooms anyway, have a single comfy bed. They have a decor item and they have a minimum height of 4 tiles. So, yeah, this is going to become a bedroom. And this already is a bedroom, really. But it's going to become a proper bedroom, and we're going to get everything properly. We're going to get all of these things properly done as a bedroom. Okay, so let's start off here. In fact, you know what? Let's just queue literally all of it for deconstruction. I mean, we've got a couple of people who don't have suits on the outside, so they can just chill out on the inside for a while. But we do have a little bit of research to be done, so that will probably take a little bit of time. Do I really want to queue this up as a high priority item? Not particularly. Also, how are we doing temperature-wise in the base proper? We're not doing too badly, honestly, on the whole. Things aren't going too bad. Okay, that's good. That's a whole bunch of priority 7 stuff. This was all set originally as quite a high priority, so now that that's been polished off, that's great. Slowly but surely, we're pumping out all of this polluted oxygen from this corner of the map. And I'm very, very hopeful that very soon we're going to have more than enough polluted oxygen to keep all of these guys fed, for now at least. Beautiful. All right, looking absolutely wonderful. It's going to take ages to get the gas to pump it all out, but that's fine. Even more research. Fantastic. And we're going to just burst through the last little bit of research to get us over the line. As it turns out, We can do that. Okay, let's have a little look and see what we need to do. So, we need to have bedrooms with a width of 4. So, let's plan out exactly how many we can get. Yep. Yep. And that can stay. Cancel the deconstruction of that. So, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedrooms. And we've got 7. We've got 7 dupes. Okay, so it looks like we're going to need to bring on a second floor. I mean, how are we doing for germs on the outside over here? I mean, we're not doing too badly for germs. We're not doing too badly for germs anywhere. Certainly within the base, we're actually doing pretty darn well. But I think that there's a high probability chance that we expand up here. Okay. Get that canceled. Get that canceled. Pneumatic door in there. Pneumatic door in there. Perfect. That's all queued up for deconstruction. And let's go and get some furniture. Let's get some properly comfy beds. Priority number 9 so that we have as many places for people to stay as possible. And let's get all of that queued up. And let's get it all removed. Beautiful. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, and then what we're gonna do right along here is that. Perfect. So that's gonna be sort of like floor 1 of bedrooms, floor 2 of bedrooms. It should work. No issues whatsoever. Copper, yep. And some more copper over there. Grand. And so that will be 6 bedrooms. Perfect. Okay, so we don't actually need that much more sort of space clearance on the top, but you know, we'll get it done anyway. Harkoni is still a very, very stressed out individual. Not over the moon about that fact, but we'll get there. Right, landscape canvases and metal blocks. Cool. Harkoni reaching the maximum amount of stress possible is somewhat of a concern. But I'm just gonna hope beyond hope that that doesn't actually happen and that he manages to de-stress quite quickly. Where is he? You're still chowing down on your dinner. And you've got soggy feet, apparently. I don't understand how people in soggy feet can... people in suits, when they work outside the base, can get soggy feet. But apparently that's a thing that can definitely happen. Okay. Also, this... If I get rid of this block, then we're going to have polluted water come into the base. Is that something that I really want to unleash? Not really. Don't want to unleash that again, unfortunately. It's only a couple of kilograms, though. It's not actually very much. Okay, let's be smart about this. Let's be smart about that. Let's put that in there. Sure, dig those 2 bits out. And then let's continue with our aggressive digging operation. And get that all sorted. And that way we can contain all of the water. Mostly. Most of the water, I will say. Most of the water in this here area. Okay. Right. How are we doing germ-wise? Germs, totally fine over here. We need to make sure that the height is about 4 blocks. And then we're going to have to redo this. So get that in place. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's pretty important that we get that in as quickly as we possibly can. Whilst it's not necessarily a problem that there is a great amount of germs in this area, we still want to get it sorted as quickly as we can so that we don't have to really endure the outside for very long. Ooh, yes. I didn't really want to get rid of that block right there without mopping up first. There we go. Yeah, okay. I've accidentally created a bit of a nightmare scenario. But it's fine. Okay. Yeah, ironically, people can't actually get out at the moment. People are still stuck in. So you need to be out there with your suit on, but these people can be operational over here without their suit on. How incredible. Yikes. So we've managed to get a little bit of liquid to fall through the base, but it's okay because the main source of our drinking water has been entirely protected, so that's fine, right? That's completely fine. Let's get some more comfy beds on the go. Bish, bash, bosh. One there. One there. One there. Invalid construction location. Well, it will be valid. It will be valid very shortly indeed. That's for sure. Ah. Okay, I seem to have spotted a problem. Okay, you guys are stuck over here, aren't you? You guys are totally stuck. And there is pretty much nothing that can be done about it until everyone else comes and helps. Well, I must say, Banana Nut, you're doing a fantastic job all by yourself. Harkoni, you leave a lot to be desired in a dupe. Let me tell you that. You leave a lot to be desired. You are very lazy, you're complaining about soggy feet, and you're about to max out your stress meter, and so you're going to start doing some really ugly crying. Most people just call it crying, but for you it's ugly crying. I hate to say it, but it is true. Right, does this area not have a suit? Yeah, why has it not got a suit? I could have sworn it had a suit docking point, a suit in it. Alright, well at least we've got oxygen over here. That's some small consolation, but yeah, germs are fine. You know what? Let's deconstruct all of this. No, except let's not deconstruct it like that, because otherwise we're going to end up taking out a bunch of the foundations for the floor. Yeah, you are trying to get a little... You guys are getting a little bit upset. It's not ideal. And Grumpage, you've made a mess. Oh, utterly fantastic. Really couldn't ask for a better bunch of dupes. Okay. Renaissance art has been completed. Fantastic. High stress. Harkoni's still on high stress. Insufficient oxygen generation. Why is there insufficient oxygen generation? Pray tell. It's because, well, we let out a little bit of oxygen, presumably. Right. Great. But everyone is going to be done. This whole operation is going to be finished very soon, right? Made a mess. Okay, great. Your fellow dupes are literally peeing on you. I don't think that there is a positive way to spin that story, but it's happening. So there you go. Let's just hope beyond hope that someone decides to do something about these blocks over here. Oh, come on. It's so close. There's comfy beds just waiting for you. Right, you know what? Priority 8. This is not a priority 9 situation. This is a priority 9 situation. Sore back, chilly. At least you're not dead yet. Look, that's really positive. That's a very, very positive thing to take away from this whole experience. You're not dead. That's a massive positive. One more block. One more stinking block, and we're there. Oh, well done. Well done, everyone. Well done. Good job. Great job. Okay, let's continue on with our aggressive building plan. There we go. We also, I think we have an artist, actually. So we can probably get someone who is artistically minded to go and do some art. Here we go. Manual airlock. Manual airlock. Manual airlock. Manual airlock. Lots of good stuff there. Perfect. Bump this up to priority 7, because I do actually want to get it done. If we don't get it done, then we won't have bedrooms. We won't have bedrooms at all. Okay. Large canvas. I mean, is a large canvas what we're after? Decor plus 10%. Decor plus 15. I mean, there's no reason not to go for the big ones, right? We might as well. It costs the same, doesn't it? Literally costs the same. Okay. Decor plus 10% overheat temperature. All right, yeah, let's go for copper. Okay. I'm realizing as I'm placing them, of course, that all of this stuff is uniquely positioned and takes an absolutely ridiculously long time to do. So for that reason, I'm going to classify everything as priority 6 rather than my usual priority number 9. Alright, that's going to need to be dug out as well. Let's have a little look at the printing pod. That's ice. It's a bit of a bummer. Just kind of hoping for something a little bit more useful. Right, let's get this area properly cleaned up. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. How are we doing for food? Fried mushrooms, 50,000 calories of fried mushrooms. Don't mind if I do. That's great. Happy days. I want to get everything mopped up so that we can actually move around the base with a relative amount of freedom. Okay. And we're still getting a little bit of water from down here. I mean, what is going on? What is the temperature of this water? 3.7 degrees Celsius? I mean, that is spot on, right? That is absolutely spot on. That's what I care about. That's really good. This area, by the way, has completely re-solidified. There used to be nothing here. It's now filled with ice again. I mean, this whole operation, right, I would describe as tremendously positive. It's really, really good. It happened. It was a pretty short-lived time, but there we go. We don't have any oil anymore. I mean, that is a big negative from this whole experience. I mean, we didn't really end up with much. Yeah, we didn't end up with much oil, which is undoubtedly a negative experience. But it happened, right? We got there. Right, let's put that down to like a priority 7 at tops. This area is heating up real fast. I think what we might want to do actually is deconstruct that ladder and then stick in a bit of insulated tile to try and reduce the heat transfer. Okay, cancel that deconstruct there. Yeah, I don't know if someone else is going to be dispatched to come and deal with that, or if it's going to be Harkoni who does it. I don't want to entomb Harkoni, that's for sure. But I do kind of want to preserve the... Okay, not entirely sure why that was a wise course of action, but apparently that's a thing that you can do. Right, move to here. Yeah, I know you have a sore back, but if you get out, then that is good. No. All right, I'll give you a big long mission, shall I? Go up there. Yeah, sure. Fantastic. Right, wonderful. Okay, so now that insulated tile is in there, I'm fully expecting that we can, at least for a little bit, maintain some cool temperatures in this area. I know we've still got wolframite, we've still got crude oil, which is definitely stuff that we can turn that crude oil back into proper crude oil. But for now, let's try and maintain some of the cool vibes that we've got going on over there. That's literal cool vibes. What the heck is happening here? Very cool indeed. Okay, Harkoni is still on a what can only be described as an unbelievably stressful roller coaster, which is, I mean, fine in a sense. Everyone is working on some landscape canvases. Wonderful. That's really good. I mean, do we have a resident artist? I haven't looked at this in ages, actually. Who is our resident artist? Grumpage is our resident artist. Oh, my lordy, we're in trouble. Okay, Masterworks, sure. You are now... You're our guy. You are our guy. Okay. Grumpage, cooking. Let me give you some arty skills. Arting, where is it? Decorating, here we go. You are going to be our decorator. And oh my goodness, I have never been more worried in all of my days. Okay, let's get all of this stuff swept up, because none of it is actually necessary to the running of the base. We'll get it all swept up so that we can improve the decor tremendously. Because at the moment, the entire area looks, I mean, pretty garbage, to be honest. Pretty garbage is a pretty nice way of describing exactly what everything looks like. Right, wonderful, 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 wonderful. We should also probably choose some new research. We've unlocked a few bits and bobs recently, but it's all been art related, so none of it that I'm really particularly bothered about. Transit tubes, I am definitely interested in, and therefore let's get that queued up, and let's get transit tubes done. The sooner we can transit tube people around, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Grumpage is going absolutely ham on that canvas, which is wonderful. That's what we pay him for. Except we don't pay him. We don't pay him for anything. Okay. Colony achievement earned. Is this something to do with our first artwork? I mean, I wouldn't call it art. Have a duplicate with the Masterworks skill, paint a masterpiece quality painting. I mean, look, you know what? It does actually look pretty darn good, doesn't it? It looks pretty darn good. This should be assigned to Harkoni, since we know how unbelievably clean this room is going to be. So yeah, Harkoni, you can have this room. Right, get everything picked up, get everything shipped away. Keep it safe, keep it secure, keep it nice. Harkoni is very, very stressed. I mean, is there any way that we can get a massage? Can we get a massage table? Is that a thing that we can actually do? Steel and obsidian required to build these. The monument base is steel and obsidian. 7.5 tons of steel. I don't even know how to make 7.5 tons of steel. Didn't even realize that was a thing. Didn't even realize that was a thing. But there we go. Everyone is doing some good old research. That's another masterpiece level quality painting. And I must say, I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. It's very, very good. Two master quality painters. Two master quality paintings. That's just real good. That's just real good indeed. Alright, how are we doing on the whole polluted oxygen front over here? Not bad, honestly. Not bad. We're getting there. It's taken a while, but it is happening. The airlock that I originally introduced over here seems to be... I mean, it seems to be doing a pretty nifty job. Yep, nothing to complain about there, really. I would love to get the entirety of this base swept up and properly sorted. We're no longer going to be worrying about water for a while. It already looks like the red deathly heat has sort of receded just a little bit, but that might just be my mind playing tricks on me. How the heck are we going to deal with this molten lead? I literally have not got the foggiest idea how we deal with this molten lead, other than dropping it into a very, very cool area, which is undoubtedly what we're going to end up doing. I mean, how do we cool down this lead? The spore child seed? I get it. A particularly nasty strain of brain fungus. I mean, is it useful for anything? Does it come in handy at some point? I don't know. Can we use it for a food? Is it like what is it? Blowfish? You know, Japanese blowfish, or you know, Japanese chefs spend years preparing to prepare a blowfish. I was a way to say blow a fish, but that is something that requires an entirely different skill set. Entirely different. Take it from me. Entirely different skill set. Oh my goodness, that is more my sort of piece. I mean, look, it's pretty abstract. It's also in a room where no one is going to live for quite a wee while. But that's okay. Unassigned bed over there. I mean, look. Harkoni is on the way down, which is fantastic. That's really, really good. Okay, long commutes are still a thing, But the travel time is slowly but surely decreasing, and it's going to be a heck of a lot better once we get some tubes in the works. So I'm thinking that there are a couple of places that we want to go with our tube stations. We should probably have a tube station like over here somewhere, and then we should also probably have a tube station like over here. Yeah, somewhere around this area. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be done literally right now. Transit tubes, fantastic. Transit tube access, etc. Okay, we're going to want to start sort of slowly. We need refined metal. 800 kilograms of refined metal. Well, that's okay. We can do that. What we're going to do, in fact, is scroll up, and we're going to build down. There we go. And then we're going to queue this entire area out to be dug up. We'll put that all on priority 8 because it's important, but it's not overly important at the moment. Yep, looking good. We're fine on the waterfront. I just want to keep on making sure that we are totally fine. Totally fine for water. Yeah, what's the temperature of this water coming through? 7.9 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I mean, look, this is working. This is working like an absolute charm. Building is flooded. Okay, this is not working like an absolute charm. I need to fix this right now. What? Too much liquid on the floor. But the anti-entropy thermonullifier isn't working. How is this possible? Okay, deconstruct that. Priority number 9. We need to get this out of here. We need to get this out of here pronto. Okay, the anti-entropy thermonullifier isn't actually doing its job. That would be the Wheezewort, which is doing its job. So the Wheezewort is doing a great job, and everyone else is doing a pretty miserable job. This is exactly why we need a station up here. Also, what is the temperature situation up here? Okay, slowly but surely the cold area is being eroded. Yeah, it's chilly up here, don't get me wrong. What the heck is that? It's a planet. It's chilly up here, but it's not super cold. Okay. Let's get that in there. Alright, looking great. Let's get that anti-entropy thermonullifier back on. Great. And then let's clear some space out for a tube station over here. We'll just build it out of... We'll just build it out of this stuff. Granite. Whatever we've got to hand. And we'll maintain access over there for whatever reason. In case we need to get the Wheezewort at some point in the near future. There we go. And that's all prioritized appropriately, isn't it? No, it's not. That all needs to be priority number 8. It's a priority, but it's not a proper priority as of yet. So I'm thinking that we want to get the tube station. I guess we can have the tube station, like, right about here. So let's queue that up to be dug out. Sure. Let's get this remodeled. Again, with the prioritization. I need to get that synced up a little bit better. Alright, anti-entropy thermonullifier is working completely as intended. Temperature is dropping much faster than it once was, which is great. The temperature is cooling down pretty much everywhere. Yeah, that is good. That is really, really good. Really, really good. The temperature of this body of water is actually remarkably consistently fine. I'm pretty happy with that. I do want to try and cool this area down. I have absolutely no idea how we're going to do that, though. So if you've got any fantastic ideas, pip eggs, sure. We'll get some pip eggs, I guess. If you've got any idea how to cool this area down, then that would be something. Yeah, this is gonna be problematic, I think, to say the least. Very, very problematic. Okay, let's go and select some more research. I wanted to get a smart battery, didn't I? Yeah, I wanted to get a smart battery. Let's get a smart battery, sure. That would be up here, and the smart battery is right there. We've already got half the tech for it, so that's wonderful. Let's do that right now. Okay, and then suddenly we're pretty much prepared for a... We're pretty much prepared for a station. Where is it? It is... Where? Here. This is the one that we're after. Yes, we need the metal. But we don't have the metal. It says that we've... I mean, we do have the metal. I'm pretty sure that we have the metal anyway. Industrial ingredients. Raw material, refined metal. Oh. Lead and iron. We don't have any of those. I mean, there's a lot of lead around here. It's just all so hot. Yeah. Okay, well, it turns out that we're going to need to manufacture some more. Oh my goodness. Look at all of these works of art. This is fantastic. No wonder Harkoni's stress is like about to go negative. It's doing fantastic stuff. Okay, steel. We need refined carbon in order to make steel. Well, you know what? I tell you what, we can't actually make that. We can't actually make refined carbon. Also, what am I going to do with that carbon dioxide? I need to find something to do with the carbon dioxide. Yeah. Not super bothered about that salt water, to be honest. Unreachable. We can actually fix that. There we go. Sure. Apache fillet. That's going stale. Right. I mean, that should be dealt with. But in fairness, everything's good. We're breeding them like crazy. This is great. This is really great stuff. Really, really quite happy with how that's going. Not like it really matters or has mattered at all. Pip eggs, we can incubate dense pufflet eggs. Squeaky, that's bleachstone. Draclet egg, no. I'll incubate a pufflet egg, sure. Priority 5 though, so no worries about that. In fact, you know what? Why should I bother? All the pufflet eggs are being they're all being born in here anyway. They're all going to be born in here in time. So I don't know why I'm necessarily worried about that at all. Research is complete. Smart battery, Duke bot, and power control station. Let's get the smart battery in right over there. It's going to take a little while to get that done, but we should be done shortly. There we go. 50 kilograms of iron ore. The quicker we can get that done, the better, really. And then we can get our battery deployed. We're probably gonna need to get another one of these bad boys, to be honest. But it's gonna have to be on a different circuit, as the max amount of draw is 20 kilowatts. I tell you what, no, we could get a second one of these. Yeah, I mean, have we used the rock crusher for anything? I mean, it's pretty useless. It's good to turn fossils into lime, and I think that we do need that. However, I'm just gonna ditch the rock crusher for now, and instead let's get another metal refinery. I think that that's definitely more worthwhile. Okay, that's 200 kilograms of iron. What did I need in order to make whatever I needed to make? Also, I can make a textile loom. Like, why the heck don't I make a textile loom? Right, what's the max potential load on this circuit? That's actually not that high. I can probably connect the textile loom up. There we go. Priority 9 all of that, as I have absolutely no idea what a textile loom actually does, and therefore I'm quite excited to see what happens. Right. Queue that up for deconstruction level 9. Also, in order to make steel, I need to make refined carbon. That's what I needed lime for. That's what I needed lime for, and I just got rid of the exact piece of equipment that makes lime. Fine, you know what? That's okay. That's actually not a problem. I think that we still would much rather prioritize. It's in here. Yeah, I'd much rather prioritize this bad boy over anything else. Let's plop you right there. Great. Make him out of sandstone, I guess. We got, in fact, we got granite. We got granite lying around. Not sure how a machine like this can be made out of granite, but I mean, I'll take it. That's a darn good deal, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that's gonna go in there quite nicely. We're also going to need to get ourselves a kiln. The kiln can honestly just go there. Sure. Priority 9 that as well. I mean, nothing says we don't know how to prioritize properly, like our classic misprioritization. That, you know what I meant. Can we get another one in there? Ooh, we're close. We're close to being able to do that. That's fine. We'll have to settle for 2. And we can make some refined carbon. Right, make 10 refined carbons. Leave it on priority 5, because there's actually there's no rush on that. Okay. Okay, we do need to find some way of cooling this water here. Or even just to find a cooler liquid. Any cooler liquid will do. Right. Let's queue up a whole bunch of iron to be cooled. And let's see if this will work. I mean, it will work. It just means that we're going to prioritize all of the input, or prioritize the first metal refinery. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. That's pretty good, in fact. Oh my goodness, Grumpage, you've done such a fantastic job. I really want to compliment you on your absolutely stunning job. That's great. In fact, look at everyone's stress. Everyone is completely de-stressed. Everyone has been on a holiday. It's been fantastic. It's been chill. It's been lovely. Okay, let's plonk down a battery right there. Let's try and not waste... Try and not waste any potential natural gas. That's what we're trying to do anyway. Deconstruct the power shutoff. In fact, no, just leave that there just in case we do need it, but I don't think we will. If I look at the automation grid, I can see... Make it out of iron. Yep. There we go. Priority 9, of course, because I've got no concept of what is actually an important task and what is just completely meaningless. Yeah. Why have we got 2 Atmos suits there? I mean, why have I built so many Atmos suits? And how are you scalding right there? What? What have you got? What have you got on you? Did you pick up sand that was particularly hot? Is that what you did? Well, that was pretty daft, wasn't it? That is another masterpiece. My, oh my, oh my. Grumpage, you have absolutely outdone yourself. I must say. I must say. It is fantastic. That's really good to see. Right. So everything is immaculate in this area. I mean, can I get all this stuff swept up? Can we prioritize it slightly higher? Oh, we need to cool this area down. We need to cool this area down. Jasper is scalding. I don't really think that it's possible for you to be scalding. What is it that you're holding? What are you holding, Harkoni? Storing copper ore? That's what's really hot, is it? So you've gone in and you've taken some copper ore and it's burnt you. That seems pretty unfair to call that, first of all, scalding, and also to blame me. Okay, so sends a green signal or a red signal based on the configuration. So we need to smart granaries send green signals when they require charging. Okay, high threshold. Take that down there. So they should be, it should be outputting a negative signal right now. Oh, generator idle. Ah, yes, you're not pumping, but that's because, or you're not pumping because you still need to be hooked up to the automation grid. Fine. Yeah, sends a red signal when the battery is more than 75. Sends a green signal when it's less than 25. Yeah, that seems totally fair. We'll see if it works. Let's have a little look. Let's wait and see what happens there, shall we? it should just mean that all of our natural gas wastage should, I mean, stop pretty much immediately. Yep, there we go. We don't even need to do anything with the power shutoff. Right, so then it's going to kick back in as soon as it gets to the low threshold of 25. Actually, I'm going to lower that a little bit. I'm going to take it down to 10 because we've got so many batteries inbuilt, you know, so... Yeah. Because we don't want this battery to overflow either. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we don't waste any resources. Also, a textile loom. What are we going to do? Protects the wearer from heat by decreasing insulation. Increases decor in a small area. Protects the wearer from cold. I think we want a cool vest, right? We want a cool vest. What do we actually need to do that? We need a bunch of reed fibers. Let's make like 7. Sure. I mean, we've got loads of reed fibers, so we might as well use them, right? All right. I mean, this looks like it's working. This looks like it's working fairly well. So if we're constantly discharging from this battery, it never reaches the top. That's great. Yeah, the system will work, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, we shouldn't have any issues. That's the plan anyway. New printables are available. Pufflet eggs. That's cool. That's great, I guess. I'll take them. Sure, but I do want the slicksters. I need to move these pufflet eggs out of here. They can't really stick around there for much longer. Also, how on earth are we going to manage this? And how has there been yet another leak down here? I need mushrooms, and thank goodness the mushrooms aren't super ridiculously highly temperatured. It's quite important, actually. Okay, snazzy suit, put that on banana. Cool vest, put that on Cray Penguin. Everyone gets a nice snazzy suit. That's the plan anyway. Okay, we apparently need more iron ore. Right, we're completely out of iron ore. We got 25 tons of copper, but we ain't got no tons of iron. Right. Well, that was not an anticipated problem, I must say. Let's set all of that to be dug out, and let's see if we can go after some good old-fashioned copper. There we go. 10 bits of copper. How much refined metal do we have? 550 tons of refined iron. That's not bad, honestly. Not bad. Set up a bunch of copper ore processing as well. Let's get it all done. That's what I like to see. Looks like we're slowly but surely getting a little bit more slime in here. Tell you what I could do. Tell you what I could do in order to make this... process go slightly faster. We could mine out a little bit of slime. You know, just the odd little bit here and there. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not really treating this like a stables anyway, so... I say that, we actually kind of are. There we go. Okay, so now it's outside a stable. Now it's too large. I'm aware. However, it does mean that we're going to get a little bit more slime. And if we get more slime, then we're all good, really. We're all good. The more slime, the merrier. That's what they say, actually. That's one of the things that the great historians of the past said. They said the more slime, the better. But of course, they weren't referring to slime in this game. They were, you know, they were referring to slime as this weird little, this weird. Oh my! Why is there so much natural gas here? How did natural gas get out of here? Come on. How is there so much natural gas? This is a fire hazard. Yeah, they were referring to that slime. You know that stuff that you know kids play with? The stuff that's in little like alien eggs? Maybe I'm just sounding like a complete a complete crazy person. But I'm not. I'm serious. There's this child's toy which is like alien slime in an egg. Right, you're scalding. Someone is scalding. Yeah, even the temperature of the wheeze wort over here is questionable. Ice E-fan uses ice to dissipate a bit of heat. Needs to be done manually, though. That's the problem. Cools the liquid pipe through it, but outputs heat in its immediate vicinity. I mean, it would be really nice to put this somewhere. Scalding. Someone again complaining about scalding. Doing okay on the waterfront. That's really low temperature water. That's really good. That's really, really good. Is there any way that we can perhaps move this water down to keep this area, like, cool? I just don't want to heat it up. I don't want to heat the water up. Like, the water at the moment is a really, really fine temperature. I don't want to risk heating up my pool of water and making it messily hot. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to find an alternative way to cool it down. It's just finding that way is gonna be the kicker. But you know, we're fine for now anyway. We're fine for now. Apart from the fact that we've removed the grooming station from the stable. We can just about cope. Okay, we got snazzy vests. Let's not snazzy vests, cool vests. Right. Is that everyone? Is that everyone wearing a nice cool vest? I like that. I like that a lot. No one has any stress. That's delightful. The mushrooms are still working completely fine. Let's get all of this stuff swept up as priority number 9. Getting rid of the lumber probably will take the longest length of time. We have 15,000 tons of lumber. Can you believe that? Can you actually believe that? Can we crack some eggs? Tell you what, we could crack some eggs. That would make a nice lunch for about half a millisecond, and then it would be kind of awful. Right, how much raw iron do we have? Okay, copper, we're getting there. Look, give me a station. Give me enough to make a station. I can't make a station because I don't have enough. I don't have enough of any single refined iron. I can make transit tubes, though. That is something that I can do. Jasper is missing a job. Storage unavailable. Auto bottle off. Yeah, you can do water, though. Why is this a problem? Yeah, that just means needs to be swept into there. Can dupes not access this thing? Maybe they can't access it. Have I missed this the entire time? Okay. Alright, is that going to allow everyone to sweep up all of this stuff now? Oh my goodness. I've missed it this whole time. Okay, this could make the water a little bit hotter. But that's something that we're going to have to deal with, I think. Man, I'm just so disappointed that that the heat is getting out of control, as it tends to do. Yeah, I need to stop stalling and start thinking of something to do about the heat. We're going to need to start taking preventative measures. We should probably move the oxygen production outside the base, sort of in a sense of what we've done with the large power transformers. Also, we should... Large power transformers, you know what I'm talking about. The power production. Power production is outside the base, and therefore it seems to be working. Refines lumber into ethanol. That maybe would be something to do. Molecular forge. No, not bothered about that. Not bothered about any of this stuff right now. Tell you what, I could get medicine. Let's get the medicine stuff set up. And I should also probably give my dupes a little bit more space. So we should probably expand outwards. Try and keep things a little bit fresh, a little bit trendy. Give everyone a little bit more space to cool down. Yeah. 46 degrees Celsius over here. I mean, it is pretty much continual production. Disable that building. Go and disable that building for a second. Let's try running just one single oxygen production area. We'll see if we'll have a try of that, and then it might be worth us seeing if we can try and get, you know, for example, some of this hydrogen. If we could pump some cold hydrogen around. I don't know if there's anything particularly cold in here anymore. You know, but I mean, we could pump some really, really chilly oxygen. We could pump some really, really chilly oxygen into this, into the base. That's definitely something that we could do. I mean, we could pump really, really chilly anything into the base, and it would probably cool it down fairly substantially. This rock is very, very cold. Alternatively, we can just bring cold stuff into storage units within, you know, a certain area. So we could have some sort of cold stuff over here. What I've sort of been thinking about doing is maybe we can, what temperature of that, the temperature of the oxygen is really, really hot. I mean, I don't know if there's a way that we can perhaps cool that down. I mean, I know that we've got the thermo thingamabobber. Cools the gas pipe through it, but outputs heat in its immediate vicinity. I think that, honestly, we might need to try and cool that down. Yeah, might try and cool that down. I tell you what, let's try an experiment. Let's try and make a little cool. I want to say let's try and make a little cool room. What I was thinking is maybe, just maybe, we can get a thermo accu thingamabobber. We can get that in there. We can get a few farm tiles. Where are they? No, I was right the first time. Farm tiles. Yeah, get some farm tiles right in there. In fact, I probably want to make it something like that. Yep. And manual airlock there. Deconstruct that. I mean, the sort of thought process was that if I can get some Wheezeworts, stick them in there, and then we can just cool this room down as low as we can possibly go, and then we can get a thermo thingamabobber to cool the gas down that comes through there, so the oxygen. That would be something, but I don't really think that that's going to work. So what I'm going to do is we're going to finish the episode up here. I think that's a pretty darn good place to end. I'm going to have a wee think between episodes about how we're going to do this. I mean, there are a multitude of different ways that you can accomplish any one single objective, as is always the case with this game. You know, we're sorted for water. Our water is a very, very nice, it's a very, very cool 16 degrees Celsius. We need to make sure that it doesn't rise in temperature too much, especially with the introduction of all of this water over here. But the point is that the water is pretty much sorted. So we're on the right path there. We just need to try and find a cooling system that works for oxygen, that works for air. We've shut down this area for now. We're gonna keep this area, you know, sort of under review. We're going to produce slightly less oxygen for the next wee while, but that's fine. We can learn to live with that. Didn't really get the transit tubes started. I tell you what I can do whilst I'm here. I'll get the first bit on the transit tube express started right now, and then in the next episode, for sure, we can properly concentrate on that. But for now, ladies and gents, I'm going to wrap the episode up. Thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. This has been Oxygen Not Included. I'll see you next time. Bye.